Hey, gorgeous. Welcome to another episode of the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Kela Smith, a holistic integrative doctor specializing in fertility and hormone health, and also the founder and lead educator of the Hormone Puzzle Society's Educational Institute. Today's episode is a special treat for all you coaches and those aspiring to join this field, and anybody that's in the wellness space. We're zooming in on the business aspects of coaching, crucial for both seasoned and budding fertility coaches. And here's something exciting. Every last episode of the month, we'll focus on these topics, packed with invaluable insights and practical tips. We'll help you build, grow, and scale a successful fertility coaching business. So let's unlock the secrets to a thriving fertility practice. You definitely do not want to miss this. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Hormone Puzzle Podcast. And this is the practitioner edition. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Kela Smith. And on the last episode of every month, I do an episode just for fertility coaches or those who want to become a fertility coach or those who are in the wellness business. So maybe you're a nurse, chiropractor, dietitian, and nutritionist, health coach, any practitioner that wants to add fertility coaching to their practice. These episodes are also for you. So today we're going to talk about a very important topic, and I feel this one doesn't get talked about enough, and that's why I'm so excited to share this with you today. And that is building your brand. Branding. I know I talk to a lot of coaches and practitioners, and branding is one of the least fun things that they do. And so whether you're just starting out and you're really looking to refine your message, branding is the foundation of a thriving and impactful coaching business. Or maybe you've been at this for years and you really just want to make sure that your brand is on point. So let's break this down and let's really discuss how crafting a brand that attracts your ideal clients, that sets you apart and positions you as a go-to expert in the fertility space is one of the most important things that you can do as you're either starting or building your practice. And I would say even as you're scaling, you want to make sure you have a solid and strong brand that people recognize. So let's talk about why branding matters. And branding is much more than a logo or a color palette. It's really the essence of what your business is and what it stands for. How does it make people feel? What does it stand for? How do you differentiate yourself in a crowded space? Your brand is going to create trust. It builds credibility. And it makes you more memorable to potential clients. So I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions, and you might want to write this down as we're doing this. I always say education is great, but implementation is what's going to move the needle. So you can learn things all day long, but if you're not implementing what you learn, then it's kind of a waste. So make sure you're writing this down, taking notes, and putting these pieces into practice. So ask yourself these 3 questions. What do I want to be known for? How do I want to make my clients feel when they interact with me? And what transformation do I provide? So for my practice, I want to be known as the expert in fertility optimization in the natural fertility space. I want my clients and patients to feel when they come to me like they are in good hands and they can just breathe a sigh of relief and relax and know that I have got so much experience, my own and my experience working in this field for many, many years, that I've got you. You are supported. I'm holding your hand. I know exactly what to do. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And the transformation I provide is mind, body, and spirit. You not only get pregnant and have an amazing, healthy baby and birth experience and postpartum, but you also have optimized health for life. Many of my patients will come to us and say, oh my gosh, Dr. Kela, I feel better than I felt in years, in my entire life. I feel freaking amazing. And I'm changing my diet and I'm changing my lifestyle, and this should feel hard, but it actually feels really good. And I not only feel great physically, but mentally and emotionally. So thank you. And that's more than just a program. I'm not just putting somebody on a program. I'm giving them true transformation, and I'm known for that. And when you have a strong brand, it makes it easier to attract your ideal clients, to grow your business, to create opportunities like collaborations and speaking engagements and media features. And it really is you want people to think of you when they think of your niche. When people think of infertility and fertility optimization, I want them to think of me and the Hormone Puzzle Society and Dr. Kela. So that's what you're trying to convey with a brand. And so let's talk about defining your brand identity. So your brand identity really consists of some key components. So the first one is your mission and your core values. What is your purpose as a fertility coach? What principles do you use to guide your business and serve your clients in only the way that you can? So let me repeat those. What is your purpose as a fertility coach? And what principles guide your business and the way you serve your clients? The next piece is, what is your USP? And this stands for unique selling proposition. What sets you apart from other fertility coaches? Do you have a specific methodology, a niche, or a personal story that makes your coaching style unique? Maybe you have all three of those things. For my practice, I have my own personal story there's only one of my story because there's only one of me. But then I also have a very defined niche in the fertility space, and I have a methodology, which is my hormone puzzle method. So when people think of me, they think expert in fertility. She has a method that's proven to work, and she's really focused only in fertility. So she's a specialist. The next thing is your target audience. When thinking about your brand, think about your target audience. Who's your target avatar? Who do you want to serve? I want you to be super specific with this. And I know people get freaked out when we talk about niche and we talk about, defining a certain group of people that you're going to work with, because especially in the beginning, you think, well, I want to help everybody. I need clients. I need money. I need to pay back these freaking, all this investment that I made, the loans maybe. I need clients, and I'll work with anybody. But whenever you go with that energy, I find that it's a lot harder to find clients because people want a specialist, and they can kind of feel that desperation when you're just a generalist. You'll just take anybody on. So really think about who your target market is. Women with PCOS, couples going through IVF, holistic fertility seekers. In my practice, I work with people who are searching for natural medicine, who want to find the root cause and want to heal. I actually really lean on functional labs. So that's a piece of my practice that I talk about a lot within my brand and how I do the work that I do. Your brand's personality. Is your brand warm and nurturing? Is it scientific and data-driven? Is it fun, approachable? Really defining the tone and style of your messaging will help you to define your brand even further. Hey y'all, it's Dr. Kela here. I hope you're loving this episode and feeling inspired to grow your coaching practice. We'll jump back in here soon, but first, I want to share something exciting that I know can help take your business to the next level. This episode of the Hormone Puzzle Podcast is sponsored by the Hormone Puzzle Society Educational Institute, your gateway to a fulfilling and rewarding career as a fertility coach. At the Hormone Puzzle Society Educational Institute, we're dedicated to empowering wellness practitioners and aspiring fertility coaches. Our accredited and certified certification programs are designed to provide you with everything you need to start, build, grow, and scale a successful and profitable coaching practice. Are you ready to take that next step? If so, visit www.hormonepuzzlesociety.com/course-catalog to download your copy of our course catalog and explore all the possibilities. Begin your journey into the art and science of fertility coaching with the Hormone Puzzle Society Educational Institute. So now let's talk about crafting your visual and verbal brand. So visual branding, this is the colors and the fonts that reflect your brand personality. Again, think about your brand. What are you trying to convey? Are you fun and vibrant and relaxed? So maybe you have a really bubbly font or, cursive that looks really pretty as your font and your visual branding. Or maybe you want to be seen as scientific. Maybe you are an MD that's kind of getting into the fertility coaching realm so that you can coach over state lines, or you can see people over state lines through telehealth. And maybe you do want to be seen as very buttoned up and scientific and conventional MD. So really think about that. What do you want your colors to be? What do you want your fonts to be? You can invest in a professional logo and a comprehensive social media strategy so everything is cohesive and looks really pretty and goes with your visual branding. You also will want to have high quality photos of yourself. So many people I see with these beautiful websites and they're using stock photos. And I feel as you're building your brand, people want to relate with you. It's your story. You're the expert. They really want to relate and know that you're an actual true person. They want to trust you. They really want to know you, like you, and trust you. So having high quality photos of yourself on your website, in your social media marketing is going to help them do just that. And verbal branding. So this is really creating the voice of your brand across all platforms. So I have a small team that helps with my marketing and my social media and, different things, posting strategies and things like that. And whenever they do posts for me, it sounds like it came from me. Like you can't tell my voice versus their voice because it's all the brand's voice. And so it's really cool as you grow and scale, and you bring on team members to develop a really consistent brand voice. And that way, multiple people can be working within the brand. I mean, think about some of these bigger companies like Nike or, Microbiome Labs or some of these bigger companies, Coke and Pepsi, even though I don't like their products and I don't recommend them. They've got great branding. I don't care what country you're in, you can hold up a Coke and people know what it is because of their branding. But you want to make sure that you develop a really consistent brand voice. You want to create a compelling bio within your branding that positions you as an authority. And you want to use messaging that speaks directly to your ideal client's needs and struggles. And really make it about them. You're talking to one person when you're doing your verbal branding. Don't say, hey, y'all, or hey, everybody, or, hey, you guys. You really want to focus on that one person that has their phone, that's looking at your website, that's looking at your social media, and really speak to that person and their needs and struggles. So now let's talk about building your online presence. So the first thing is your website. I know, there's two ways to look at this. So In my fertility coach certification program, if you're brand new into this and you're just getting into coaching, I do say that you don't have to have a website from day one. You can start with a Facebook business page and have that be where you send people as kind of your landing page, making sure that you have the Facebook businesses contact information, the phone number and the address if you see people in person. Um, you can start with that in the very beginning because that is a free option. But most people, if they're going to take you seriously, they want to see some sort of website. People always will Google you and go to your website. And if they see you don't have one, sometimes that can cause them to not like you and not get to know you. So it can kind of backfire. I know finances are limited in the very beginning of starting a business, but even if you just have a landing page as a website, you can get those pretty inexpensively. My first website was done on Wix. I spent a whole weekend doing it. I think it took me like 6 hours. And I did the plug and play where I said, I'm a health and wellness business. Help me create a website. It showed me some templates. I got some stock photos of people, eating healthy foods and working out. And that was my website. And it really got me to where I am over the first couple of years. I would say you could probably do that when you first get started, but as you grow, you will need to get a better website. And also with a website, make sure it's easy to navigate. You should be able to hand your phone to your friend or your laptop and say, what product do I sell? What service do I sell? Can you buy it in like 5 minutes or less? Can you buy it? Make it really easy. Don't hide the link to buy something like in the depths of your website. Also include testimonials or case studies to really build credibility. If you're brand new and you don't have any case studies, you can even get your friends and family and coworkers to write just a character reference saying that you're a good person and that they recommend your services. Also, as you're building your online presence, you do want a social media strategy. This is another thing I get pushed back on a lot. So I would say pick one platform where your audience hangs out. I started with Facebook and then I moved on to Instagram. Then I got on LinkedIn. Now I'm on TikTok and YouTube, but I'm 8 years in. So pick one platform to start with and really post consistently and provide just valuable information, tips and success stories and behind the scenes insights. Really engage with your audience through comments, DMs, and live sessions. You can also do things like blog posts, podcasts, videos, newsletters, all of this to really build your brand and your brand presence. I wouldn't start with all of that. Pick one or two things and then build from there. And I don't know what is going on, y'all, but I've got this little tickle all of a sudden in my throat. Sorry. All right, so we're getting close to the end, so stay with me. Establishing credibility as you grow your brand. This is also important as you grow and you establish your brand and you get that know, like, and trust. You can put yourself out there to get speaking and networking opportunities. You can be a guest on podcasts. You can speak at summits. You can join fertility coaching networks, attend industry conferences, engage in online communities. There's so many ways to build your brand, and it's really, really cool. Also, sharing real life client success stories, obviously with permission, but the more testimonials that you can have, the better and the easier it will be to build that really brand that people know, like, and trust. And then collaborations and partnerships. You can do JV partnerships with non-competing businesses such as acupuncturists, naturopaths, nutritionists, other wellness professionals, and really cross-promote each other's brands and services. And just as we're closing, your brand is really a reflection of you, and authenticity is key. So be authentic. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Stay true to your values, show up consistently, provide genuine value and support to your audience. And your brand will also evolve over time, but staying authentic will ensure that it remains impactful and sustainable. And again, branding it's not just aesthetics. It's about creating a meaningful connection with you and your audience and positioning yourself as a leader and an expert in this space. And by defining your brand and building an online presence, you really do establish credibility. You'll create a thriving business that attracts the right clients and helps people achieve their dreams of getting pregnant and having a healthy baby. So hopefully that helps and you learned a little bit about building your brand. And so thank you for listening. If you want further support, we talk about branding within the Fertility Coach certification program that we have here at the Hormone Puzzle Society's Educational Institute. So if you've ever thought about becoming a fertility coach or just want more information, please visit our website at hormonepuzzlesociety.com/education. And we would love to talk to you further about this amazing opportunity. We have such a great program here. Lots of amazing students, lots of students that have gone on to build 6- and 7-figure practices. And so we would love to help you do that too. So please reach out if you would like to talk further. And also check out our Fertility Coaching Mastery Summit if you want to learn more about coaching strategies and building your practice. So thank you for listening. I hope to see everyone soon. And this is it for the Hormone Puzzle Podcast for today. So I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you and bye for now. That's a wrap on today's episode about fertility coaching. I hope you found it insightful and packed with value. Remember, we dive into this important topic in the last episode of every month. So be sure to tune in for even more guidance on building a thriving fertility coaching practice. Before you go, I've got something super exciting for you. So head on over to the hormonepuzzlesociety.com/education to grab your free copy of the Fertility Coach Roadmap, 3 steps to launch a fertility coaching business. This is the exact blueprint that helped me scale my business to 6 figures in under a year, and I know that I can help you too. On the same page, you'll find detailed information about the Hormone Puzzle Society's Educational Institute and how we can support you on your journey to starting and building your business. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. This means more people can find our show and we can help more people just like you. Your support means everything to us and it helps us to continue to bring you more content. So thank you, and I can't wait to meet you soon.